If this is the end of us, turn our silence into dust. Let the waveform slowly die. No more reasons left.
Hello, Andy. This is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating all big. I'm sweating all big. I'm sweating all big. I'm sweating all big.
Hello people! David here, One Up Gaming, David's Retro Games, all that good stuff. We're again on our Sega Saturn Sundays. Now this is going to be episode 37, so I thought I would go a bit different, a little bit different. A game that I'd never really played before. I did actually have this years and years ago, and I thought it was pretty bad back then. So going on to it now, it's just not very good. But it is Spot Goes to Hollywood, and I guess this came out in '97. Now, this is like the sequel to Cool Spot, which was like on the SNES and the Mega Drive. It was the Mega Drive version I played, and I guess it was also a Game Boy, Game Gear, Master System. I'm not sure if there was a NES one, because I know it was like Virgin Interactive, but yeah, the first game was a side-scrolling platformer. Really good, really good. Now I might be wrong, but in my head, it was the same core developers that made the Mega Drive version of Aladdin, and maybe was it Aladdin, or was it? I'm thinking now. Or was it Earthworm Jim? Can't remember. Can't have been. I don't know, Earthworm Jim was Interplay, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, so you get the idea of this. It is just me talking shit. So the original one, Cool Spot, was an amazing game. Graphics were amazing for the time. Smooth gameplay, smooth animations. It just played really well. Really nice. Nice platformer. I think with this one they tried to go a little bit different. Similar to the Sonic 3D, the Flicky's Island game, where it was technically 2D but it was on a isometric sort of perspective, so it looked more 3D, and I guess that was to try and sell it to the mainstream. So yeah, so if anyone doesn't know, I pick a random game unless one of you guys wants to recommend a game, and I just play the game and I talk over it as I play. So yeah, so Spot Goes Hollywood, it came out on the Sega Saturn in 1997. It's an action platformer, so it shifted the series away from its traditional 2D side-scrolling format, starring the famous 7-Up mascot. 7-Up, God. Never massively liked 7-Up. The game is famous for its isometric perspective, movie parody levels, and full motion video. I will say the full motion video looks pretty cool. He looks so cute. I'd love to have a little Cool Spot friend. So some interesting facts about the game and its release. So unlike its predecessor, Cool Spot,
as ye enter the world of pirates beware, for no one returns who has ventured in there.
So is that the only bit of voice acting, or is there more? I guess that was it. So the original Cool Spot heavily featured 7-Up themed items and bonus stages. Cool Spot Goes to Hollywood tones down the advertising drastically. The soda brand is only visible on level select screens and in the copyright details. So the Saturn port came out roughly a year after the original Sega Genesis or Mega Drive release. To take advantage of the 32-bit hardware, the Saturn release included fully rendered 3D CGI cutscenes, reworked levels and entirely new exclusive stages like a western and dinosaur movie level that were missing on the Genesis. Mega Drive, come on, keep it English, mate. The game features a critically acclaimed soundtrack composed by industry legend Tommy Tallarico. Isn't he the guy that tried to do that? Oh god, the Amiga? The console that was like an Android, 2 little tiny remotes on it. I can't remember now. For many players, his musical score remains one of the standout features of the game. So, I mean, I will say, this sounds pretty good. True to its name, every level in the game is based on a distinct Hollywood movie genre. Players jump through worlds styled after pirate, horror, adventure and sci-fi films, with several levels serving as direct homages to films like Tron and Alien. So while we got this polished 32-bit version on the Saturn and PlayStation, Virgin Interactive originally planned to release the game on the Super Nintendo, SNES, and the low-budget Sega 32X. So Mega. I'm just watching the game now. It's very hard. I don't like the controls. It's weird. But I guess this is like before like analog sticks and stuff, and it's just a weird game. So both these versions were ultimately cancelled due to the rapid shift towards next generation consoles. So, yeah, I mean, while the original 16-bit Genesis Mega Drive game was crafted by Eurocom, Virgin Interactive handled the 32-bit Saturn and PlayStation versions, handed their versions over to Burst Studios. This is the exact same internal division that created the cult classic live-action animation hybrid adventure game Toonstruck. I thought it was actually quite cool. Burst Studios didn't just port the game, they fundamentally changed how it plays. In the Mega Drive Genesis original, you had to wander around massive confusing mazes to collect cool points, just to open the level exit. For the Saturn version, the team streamlined the levels into a linear path, resembling a 2.5D game like Crash Bandicoot. You can just run straight to the exit, and cool points simply grant you extra lives. The Saturn version actually introduced a proper narrative setup via a lengthy FMV intro. In this opening, Spot, that's his weird name, pops out of a 7-Up vending machine, sneaks into a movie theatre's staff room, and accidentally knocks himself into a running movie projector. This explains why he's suddenly trapped inside celluloid and forced to play through cinematic genres to escape. To make the 32-bit version stand out, Burst Studios armed Spot with a custom arsenal upgrades that weren't in the original game. Players could collect special power-ups like triple shots, freeze rays, temporary bubble shields, and even bombs, capable of blowing up parts of the environment to uncover secrets. One of the most memorable Saturn exclusive sequences is a dedicated dinosaur level in a direct nod to Jurassic Park. The level features a frantic segment where the camera flips around, forcing it to run directly toward the screen while a giant T-Rex chases you down. Yeah. So that's cool spot, goes to Hollywood. I will sort of say that it's very difficult to judge where you are within the level, like the 3D perspective-y sort of thing. It just doesn't feel quite right, and the controls are just not the best, but it looks nice, but it just wasn't very good compared to like a Crash Bandicoot. Even Pandemonium was head and shoulders above this. So what do you guys think? Have you played Cool Spot? Ghost Hollywood, that? Because I loved the original, as I say. And this game just, it's bloody hard as well, really, really difficult. I think because like everything hits you, and it's just difficult to work out what's happening. So yeah, David here, episode 37 of Sega Saturn Sundays. David's Retro Games. If you want me to play any game on the Sega Saturn, send me a message, leave comments, like, subscribe, share, all that goodies. I need the help, I really do. I'm sick of getting like £1.50 per month, because you can't like get the money out of the YouTube account unless you receive 60 quid. So it's just me being, I want my money. So anyway, any help please, it'd be nice. So I'll continue playing for like another 10 minutes or so, and thank you, goodbye, and we're back next week. So thank you, see you then.
Cut! Try this one again, from the top. This is not working. I don't think you're made for this business.